today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. This will make it into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
On first down, it's gone. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. It's a nice pickup on first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get... .14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Vikings.
From the 50, it's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If it's a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here in this first series.
Brings up second and
the numbers for Zeke from last week. 8 carries, 51 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
On first down, Winters, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll be out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to second and
on second down now. Winters. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Now a dump off here complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's third down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7. Vikings 0.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now Foster to throw on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Foster. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Foster. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On third down, Hewitt, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25 yards.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Elliott. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. .150 left to go in the second quarter. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again, and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To the air again, Goff. And able to find Kirk complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
And 15.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Goff throwing again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd and long. It's gone. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Matt Patricia here on 4th down, sending out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Grant sets to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Foster throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. This is Grant. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
9-yard line.
They will run with Grant. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Foster off the play fake. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 10, gone. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Goff on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete to number 89. It's a gain of 20.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Now Goff on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
A loss of 5 yards.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On 2nd down, Elliott down right around the 25. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
6.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Foster on 1st and 10. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
That's good.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Foster to throw on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Third quarter with the score: Panthers 28, Vikings 6.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's third down.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, Goff. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Looking to throw. Foster looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Grant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Foster now throwing on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Now Foster to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Hitting. Double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished up. For the 5-yard touchdown run.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Aldrich Rosa.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. There's Goff. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
The kicker on for the point after.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The return man is Grant. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Winters. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
Off the play fake. Foster. And that is incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun. Foster. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Foster. Off play action. And his throw is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, Foster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Complete to Ezekiel Elliott. Out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
One last throw here for Goff. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes